Jenny Ryan has always been the kind of television presence people don't just watch, they connect with. There's something about her energy, that unique blend of sharp intelligence, quick humor, and surprisingly gentle warmth that makes her feel less like a celebrity and more like someone viewers have known for years. Which is why the recent moment shared by ITV, a moment many fans interpreted as a heartfelt goodbye, hit so deeply. It didn't matter that there were no dramatic speeches, no spotlight-filled montages, and no intense music swelling in the background. The emotional weight wasn't delivered through theatrics. It was delivered through sincerity, and sincerity travels faster than anything else. Within minutes, social media pages started filling with reactions. Shock, sadness, curiosity, appreciation, all mixed together like a storm people never saw coming. Jenny has built a career that didn't rely on spectacle. Long before she stepped in front of cameras, she was already respected for her brilliant mind, her strategic thinking, and her ability to turn knowledge into a kind of superpower. That reputation only grew stronger when she joined The Chase, becoming an instant fan favorite, not just because she answered questions with lightning precision, but because she did it with a calm confidence that made people smile. It's rare to see someone intimidatingly smart and effortlessly approachable at the same time, but somehow Jenny always balanced both sides perfectly. Over the years, fans learned more about her, not in the dramatic, overexposed way famous lives are often displayed, but in the sincere little glimpses she chose to share. When she appeared on I'm a Celebrity, the world saw another side of her, a side that was relatable, emotional, and refreshingly honest. She wasn't afraid to talk about personal challenges, about building confidence, or about the pressure of being visible in front of millions of people every week. And that honesty bonded viewers to her in a way that felt almost personal. So, when ITV released a message full of gratitude, a moment that many interpreted as a soft farewell, viewers didn't just read it, they felt it. And that feeling spread everywhere. People weren't ready. Maybe nobody ever is. Jenny has always seemed like one of those rare figures who belong exactly where they are. The kind of person who becomes part of the atmosphere, part of the rhythm of a show, part of the comfort of a daily routine. The idea of the network shifting without her instantly created a sense of emptiness that fans weren't prepared to process. Colleagues, according to reports, shared quiet and heartfelt words behind the scenes. They celebrated her journey, her influence, and the way she had shaped multiple programs with nothing more than her presence and her authentic personality. Some joked that the office would suddenly feel too quiet without her. Others said she had a way of making even stressful moments funny, a skill not taught in any training program but desperately needed in every workplace. Fans echoed the same sentiment. To them, Jenny wasn't just another television figure, she was a familiar voice, a trusted presence, a comforting consistency in a world that shifts far too often. But here's the interesting part. Despite all the speculation, nothing about the ITV moment confirmed a final farewell. It felt emotional, yes. It felt significant, definitely. But there was also something gentle and open-ended about it, as if the story wasn't closing, just turning a page. Jenny herself responded with grace, as she always does. No dramatic statements, no heavy words, just the kind of calm, grounded acknowledgement that makes people admire her even more. She has always been open about change, about how life evolves, how careers shift, and how staying true to yourself matters more than staying in the same place forever. Those who know her best believe this moment is more of a crossroads than a conclusion, a pause, a breath, a chance to step forward into something new, even if the path isn't fully illuminated yet. And if there's one thing Jenny has taught fans over the years, it's that uncertainty doesn't have to be frightening. Sometimes it can even be exciting. Industry insiders often say that personalities like Jenny are becoming increasingly rare. She represents intelligence without ego, success without drama, and vulnerability without theatrics. The combination makes her stand out, not just in the world of television, but in the hearts of people who admire authenticity more than perfection. Of course, even with all the positive messages, the emotional reactions were unavoidable. Fans posted memories, favorite clips, funny screenshots, and messages like, "TV won't feel the same without her. She can light up a whole set with one smile. Her confidence gave me confidence." One viewer wrote something that captured the feeling beautifully. "She may be smart enough to answer every question on the show, but somehow she also makes you feel like you're in the answer with her." And that right there is what makes Jenny different. She isn't distant. She isn't unreachable. She's brilliant, but warm, confident, but kind, sharp, but funny. A combination that feels almost magical in the often chaotic world of television. As news continued to spread, another wave of messages poured in. People weren't just reacting with sadness, they were reacting with gratitude. They wanted to thank her for the laughter, the inspiration, the witty comebacks, the surprising moments of sweetness, and the countless evenings when her presence made their day a little brighter. Some fans even joked, "If she leaves, I'm writing a strongly worded letter, with proper grammar too. She deserves nothing less." Even in the sadness, people couldn't help but smile. That's the Jenny effect. Even a goodbye becomes a little lighter, a little warmer, a little easier to hold. As everything settles, one thing is absolutely clear. This is not the end of her story. Jenny has too much brilliance, too much personality, too much presence to simply fade into the background. Wherever she goes next, she will bring her spark with her. That spark of intelligence, humor, and quiet charm that no network could ever replace. For now, the moment stands as a reminder of how powerful real connection can be. A reminder that television isn't just screens and scripts, it's people. And some people, like Jenny, leave a mark that doesn't fade. And judging by the outpouring of love, admiration, and support, the world is not done cheering for her, not even close. Because to millions, she was never just the vixen. She was an inspiration, a comfort, a steady voice in a noisy world. And her story is still unfolding, just waiting for its next chapter to begin.